When you are over 60, the coffee in your cup can become either a quiet ally or a silent thief. For decades, you have been told that coffee is your friend, that the first warm sip in the morning, the fragrance drifting through the kitchen, would awaken your mind, sharpen your thoughts, and even support your heart. Yet, the truth for those in their later years is more complex. Recent scientific findings reveal that a single type of coffee can raise harmful LDL cholesterol by as much as 45 points in only 4 weeks. Another variety is associated with a 72% higher risk of stroke among older adults. These coffees remain on store shelves, often promoted as heart-friendly, while millions of seniors drink them daily, unaware of the harm unfolding quietly within their bodies. This harm does not stop with the heart. It can touch the brain, clouding clarity and strain the kidneys, diminishing their strength over time. You are not to blame. The companies who profit from these products do not warn you. The truth hides beneath polished advertisements and comforting words. That is why today I will guide you through the 4 coffees that those over 60 should avoid completely. The ones that slowly erode health without making a sound, and then reveal 4 wiser choices. These will not only protect memory and keep muscles strong, but also lower the risks of disease. This is not rumor or fear. This is knowledge rooted in real science. Listen well before tomorrow's first sip. Before we begin, let me ask you something to reflect on. What coffee finds its way into your cup each morning? And do you take it alone, skipping breakfast altogether? These habits may seem small, but they can ripple into the deeper currents of your health. Now, let us look closely at the 4th worst coffee for those over 60. It is easy to find, lining supermarket shelves, sitting in office kitchens, even tucked into hotel room trays. Its aroma is inviting, its promise comforting. Yet for seniors, it may quietly work against the body, especially the kidneys, in ways that unfold slowly over time. Flavored instant coffee mixes often seem harmless. They are quick to prepare, smell delightful, and arrive in tempting varieties like hazelnut or vanilla. The packaging may boast of added vitamins or no sugar, giving the illusion of a wholesome choice, but the truth hides deeper. Many of these mixes are filled with chemical additives that can strain your metabolism, weaken the heart, and burden the kidneys, effects that become more pronounced with age. One of the most concerning ingredients is propylene glycol, a petroleum byproduct used to help artificial flavors blend smoothly. While it may seem harmless in small amounts, older adults often have slower kidney function. Over time, this compound can accumulate, creating a toxic load that the body struggles to clear. A 2022 study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who drank flavored instant coffee daily faced a 39% higher risk of developing insulin resistance, a key step toward type 2 diabetes. The dangers do not end there. Many mixes hide trans fats under names like hydrogenated palm oil. These fats are well known for raising LDL cholesterol and promoting plaque buildup in the arteries. In a 5-year study published in the American Journal of Clinical Lipidology, seniors consuming hydrogenated creamers daily faced a 28% greater risk of heart attack. Then there are the artificial sweeteners, sucralose, acesulfame, potassium, and others, which disrupt the gut microbiome, the community of bacteria that helps regulate inflammation and supports immune function. When this balance is disturbed, inflammation rises, digestion falters, and your body's ability to defend itself declines. There is, however, a gentler path. Skip the flavored packets altogether. If you enjoy hazelnut or vanilla, flavor your coffee naturally. A drop of pure vanilla extract, a dusting of cinnamon, or a touch of unsweetened cocoa powder. These simple choices protect your kidneys, steady your heart, and safeguard your blood sugar while still letting your morning cup feel like a quiet indulgence. In the end, the true flavor of coffee comes not from artificial promises, but from the harmony between what you enjoy and what sustains your health. For many people over 60, a cup of coffee feels incomplete without a touch of cream to soften its edges. And for those who are lactose intolerant, non-dairy creamers can seem like the sensible alternative. Yet the reality is far less kind. That small splash meant to make coffee smoother may quietly do more harm than the coffee itself. Artificial creamers are often a blend of synthetic oils, preservatives, and thickeners, substances the human body was never meant to process day after day. As we age, our systems grow more sensitive, and these hidden toxins can leave a deeper mark. One of the most concerning is titanium dioxide, a whitening agent that gives creamers their milky appearance, the same compound used in paint. In 2021, research in the Journal of Toxicological Sciences showed that titanium dioxide could cause oxidative stress in human cells, leading to tissue damage and accelerating the aging process. Laboratory tests even linked it to DNA damage in as little as 4 weeks. Hydrogenated oils present another silent threat. They are rich in omega-6 fats, necessary in moderation but harmful in excess. Too much omega-6 disrupts the body's delicate control over inflammation. In a study published in Aging Cell, seniors with elevated omega-6 levels scored 31% lower on memory tests, suggesting a direct impact on cognitive health. Hidden sugars such as corn syrup solids and maltodextrin add yet another layer of risk. They can spike blood sugar within minutes, leading to sudden fatigue, mental fog, and, over years, gradual weight gain around the midsection. There is a safer, more nourishing path. If creaminess is what you seek, choose organic full-fat milk. Even past 60, its healthy fats aid vitamin absorption. Unsweetened almond milk fortified with calcium and vitamin D is another gentle option. Or learn to enjoy coffee black, perhaps with a pinch of pink Himalayan salt to soften its flavor. By setting aside artificial creamers, you give your heart, brain, and body a gift. Coffee in its pure form, free from the quiet burdens of unnecessary chemicals. For many seniors, the move to decaf feels like a wise and gentle choice. No racing heart, no jitters, and less strain on blood pressure. Yet beneath this calm surface lies a truth that is rarely spoken. Not all decaf is created with your health in mind. A significant portion of supermarket decaf is processed with methylene chloride, the same industrial solvent used in paint strippers and metal cleaners. The coffee industry often reassures consumers that roasting eliminates this chemical completely. However, independent testing has painted a different picture. Research from Stanford University found residues of methylene chloride in popular decaf brands, up to 10 parts per million. While this sits just under the FDA's legal threshold, scientists caution that legal does not always mean safe, especially for older adults who drink it every day. Why is this especially concerning after 60? Methylene chloride is classified by the EPA as a probable human carcinogen. Even at low doses, it can cross the blood-brain barrier, the body's defense that keeps toxins away from the brain. Once inside, it disrupts mitochondrial function, the energy-producing engines of brain cells. Reduced energy in these cells can lead over time to lapses in memory, confusion, dizziness, and symptoms that resemble early dementia. The danger extends beyond the brain. Your liver and kidneys, already working more slowly with age, are the main organs tasked with removing methylene chloride from the body. A 2022 animal study showed that even small amounts could cause liver inflammation in just 14 days. For seniors with existing liver or kidney issues, daily exposure adds a subtle but accumulating strain. And because many decaf drinkers have more than 1 cup each day, the risk compounds. Consider the story of Marion, a 70-year-old from Ohio. For 15 years, she drank the same grocery store decaf, attributing her growing brain fog to the natural course of aging. At her daughter's urging, she switched to a brand using the Swiss water process, a method that relies solely on water, temperature, and time to remove caffeine, avoiding toxic chemicals entirely. Within 2 weeks, she noticed clearer thinking in the mornings and was once again able to complete crossword puzzles she had been setting aside for months. The safer choice is clear. Seek decaf labeled as Swiss water process or methylene chloride free. While these options may cost slightly more, they retain the coffee's natural flavor while safeguarding your brain, liver, and kidneys. For even greater peace of mind, choose organic Swiss water decaf, ensuring the beans are grown without pesticides that could add another layer of chemical stress. Switching to a clean decaf method is a simple yet powerful step for seniors. It preserves your daily ritual while protecting clarity of mind, organ health, and the quiet joy that comes from a cup of coffee that truly supports your well-being. You might expect the most harmful coffee to be the one heavy with sugar, cream, or artificial flavors. Yet the greatest risk for those over 60 often comes from a brew that appears the most natural, unfiltered boiled coffee. This includes French press, Turkish-style brewing, Scandinavian stovetop methods, or any approach that bypasses a paper filter. At first glance, such methods seem pure and wholesome, but within each cup lies a hidden compound that can undermine heart health. This compound, called cafestol, is found in coffee oils and is well documented for its ability to raise LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol that clogs arteries. Unlike dietary cholesterol from food, cafestol stimulates the liver to produce more cholesterol at a uniquely high rate. A landmark 2020 study in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology revealed that those who drank unfiltered boiled coffee faced a 30% higher risk of dying from cardiovascular disease compared to those using filtered methods. For adults over 60, the findings were even more alarming. LDL cholesterol levels could rise by as much as 45 milligrams per deciliter in just 4 weeks of daily unfiltered coffee. This matters because aging naturally stiffens the arteries and accelerates plaque buildup. Adding cafestol is like pouring fuel on an already slow-burning fire, intensifying plaque formation, raising blood pressure, and sharply increasing the risk of heart attack or stroke. The risks extend beyond the heart. Unfiltered coffee retains concentrated oils and acids that can irritate the stomach lining. For many older adults, this may worsen acid reflux, gastritis, or even elevate ulcer risk. Persistent irritation can cause chronic inflammation in the digestive tract, weakening immune defenses and reducing nutrient absorption. There is yet another silent hazard: the brewing equipment itself. Many traditional unfiltered pots, especially older or inexpensive models, are made from aluminum or uncoated metals. When exposed to boiling water, these metals can leach into the coffee. Seniors with reduced kidney function have a harder time clearing such metals from the blood, which may lead to toxic accumulation over time. The solution is simple but powerful. Switch to brewing methods that use a paper filter, such as a drip coffee maker or pour over. A paper filter traps most cafestol while still allowing beneficial antioxidants and rich flavors to flow into your cup. If you prefer your French press, you can insert a paper filter disc inside or alternate between unfiltered and filtered coffee during the week. Even this modest adjustment can meaningfully lower LDL cholesterol, ease digestion, and safeguard cardiovascular health. For seniors, moving from unfiltered to filtered coffee is more than a brewing choice. It is an intentional act of self-care, protecting your arteries, calming your stomach, and reducing your long-term risk of heart disease for years to come. From risk to reward, this is the shift that can change everything. You now know the 4 coffees that can quietly harm the heart, cloud the mind, and strain the kidneys. It might be tempting to see coffee itself as the problem. But the truth is simpler and more empowering. Coffee is not the enemy. When chosen with care and prepared wisely, it can be one of the most valuable daily allies for seniors. The right cup can help protect memory, preserve muscle strength, steady blood sugar, and calm the inflammation that hastens aging. The secret lies in knowing which varieties to choose and how to brew them so the benefits remain while the risks fade away. So, rather than merely avoiding what is harmful, let us turn toward what is nourishing. The 4 best coffees, grounded in science and ready for you to enjoy tomorrow morning. If there is one coffee worthy of becoming the foundation of your morning ritual after 60, it is this: organic medium roast Arabica brewed with clean, filtered water. On the surface, it may sound almost too simple, yet this single choice can have a profound effect on your health, offering both immediate comfort and lasting protection. Arabica beans naturally hold more chlorogenic acid than their Robusta counterparts. Chlorogenic acid is a powerful antioxidant with 2 essential benefits for seniors. First, it helps reduce inflammation, the quiet, persistent force that can damage blood vessels, stiffen joints, and accelerate aging. Second, it improves glucose metabolism, allowing your body to process sugars more efficiently and avoid the spikes that can lead to fatigue and increase the risk of chronic disease. In 2021, research published in the Journal of Nutrients found that seniors drinking 2 cups of Arabica coffee each day had a 27% lower risk of type 2 diabetes and a 19% reduction in inflammation markers compared with those who avoided coffee entirely. But bean type alone is not enough. The roast matters as well. Medium roast preserves the antioxidants while avoiding the burnt, acidic byproducts of darker roasts. The result is a smooth, balanced flavor, gentle on the stomach, yet still rich in aroma without harsh bitterness. Water quality is another often overlooked element. Brewing with unfiltered tap water may introduce heavy metals such as lead or copper, as well as excess chlorine directly into your cup. Over time, these contaminants can place extra strain on the kidneys and contribute to cognitive decline. Using filtered water ensures your coffee delivers its benefits without hidden toxins that undermine them. For maximum health impact, prepare your coffee using a slow pour-over or drip method with a paper filter. This simple paper barrier traps most of the caffeistol, a compound in coffee oils that can raise LDL cholesterol, while letting valuable antioxidants pass through. Enjoy it black to capture the full antioxidant benefit. If you prefer creaminess, opt for a splash of grass-fed whole milk or unsweetened oat milk enriched with B vitamins. Skip refined sugar. If sweetness is needed, a pinch of Ceylon cinnamon not only enhances flavor, but also supports healthy blood sugar levels. With this simple yet intentional choice, organic Arabica, medium roast, filtered water, and a mindful brewing method, your morning cup becomes more than a habit. It becomes a daily act of nourishment for your heart, a stabilizer for your blood sugar, and a gentle defender against the inflammation that quickens the pace of aging. In this way, coffee returns to its rightful place, not as a risk, but as a quiet companion in your journey toward lasting vitality. Cold brew may look like a modern coffeehouse trend, yet for those over 60, it offers benefits that go far beyond style. It is gentle on the stomach, supportive of heart health, and protective of vision, a brew that is both enjoyable and kind to the body. Its advantages begin with the brewing process. Instead of pouring boiling water over the grounds, cold brew is made by steeping coarse ground coffee in cold water for 12 to 24 hours. This slow extraction lowers acidity by as much as 70%, making it far less likely to trigger acid reflux, gastritis, or indigestion. It also preserves a higher level of antioxidants, particularly chlorogenic acids and melanoidins. These compounds help protect the heart, maintain healthy blood vessels, and support vision as the years pass. In fact, a study from gastroenterologists at Mount Sinai found that 89% of seniors with acid reflux could drink cold brew without discomfort, even if they had been unable to tolerate regular coffee. Few realize that cold brew also contains about 40% more metabolism-boosting compounds than hot coffee. This is because cold water does not extract the bitter canic acids created when hot water contacts coffee grounds. The result is a smooth, rich flavor, a gentle caffeine lift, and the full nutritional benefit without harsh after effects. Cold brew is also naturally rich in magnesium, up to 250% more than hot brewed coffee. Magnesium helps regulate heart rhythm, strengthen bones, and maintain muscle function in later years. The melanoidins present in cold brew add another layer of protection. A 5-year study linked daily consumption of these compounds to a 31% lower risk of age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss among older adults. One of cold brew's greatest advantages is energy control. As a concentrate, it can be diluted to match your needs. 1 part concentrate to 3 parts water for a light morning lift, or 1-to-1 for a bolder afternoon boost. It also has a long shelf life, staying fresh in the refrigerator for up to 2 weeks, a convenience especially appreciated by those with arthritis or mobility limitations. Batch brewing makes it even simpler. Many seniors prepare a large amount, freeze it in ice cube trays, and drop a few cubes into water or milk for instant coffee. To make your own, use medium roast Arabica beans, coarsely ground. Combine 1 cup of grounds with 4 cups of cold, filtered water, steep for 24 hours in the refrigerator, then strain through a fine mesh or paper filter. For added smoothness and nutrition, a splash of unsweetened almond milk or oat milk can provide calcium while further reducing acidity. With cold brew, you enjoy the full depth of coffee's flavor and health benefits, antioxidants, steady energy, and gentle digestion without the spikes, crashes, or stomach discomfort that can come with traditional hot brewing. It is a small change that can make a meaningful difference in daily comfort and long-term well-being. Imagine beginning your day with a cup of coffee that does more than wake you up, one that quietly works to strengthen your joints, support your bones, and keep your skin firm and resilient. This is exactly what happens when you stir collagen peptides into your daily brew. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body, acting as the structural glue that binds together joints, bones, muscles, and skin. Yet, after age 50, the body's natural collagen production begins to decline by roughly 1 to 1.5% each year. By the time you reach your 60s, this steady loss can become noticeable. Joints that are stiffer and noisier, aches that linger after walking or climbing stairs, skin that sags or takes longer to heal, and even a reduction in muscle strength. What many assume is just aging is in large part collagen depletion. Coffee becomes the perfect delivery system for collagen. When you add hydrolyzed collagen peptides, you are providing collagen in its most absorbable form. The heat of the coffee does not destroy it. In fact, the warmth encourages better blood circulation, helping those amino acids reach the tissues that need repair. Among these amino acids, glycine is particularly effective at reducing inflammation in joints and muscles, while proline plays a critical role in rebuilding cartilage and connective tissue. Evidence for these benefits is strong. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked seniors aged 60 to 75 who consumed 10 grams of collagen peptides daily for 6 months. The results showed a 40% improvement in joint mobility, a 25% reduction in muscle pain, and a measurable increase in bone density in the hips, an especially important factor for preventing fractures. Making it part of your morning is simple. Brew your regular coffee, ideally a clean medium roast Arabica prepared with filtered water. Stir in 1 scoop about 10 grams of hydrolyzed collagen peptides. They dissolve instantly, adding no flavor, so the taste of your coffee remains unchanged. Drinking it first thing in the morning or before light exercise can enhance muscle recovery and improve tone thanks to the combined effects of caffeine and collagen. When choosing a collagen powder, look for grass-fed, bovine, or wild-caught marine sources. Ensure it is third-party tested for heavy metals and other contaminants. Always select hydrolyzed collagen peptides as they offer the highest absorption. For many seniors, the benefits go far beyond physical comfort. There is renewed confidence, walking upstairs without knee pain, covering greater distances without stiffness, standing from a chair with ease. These are not just physical improvements, but meaningful quality of life gains. And the skin benefits are often visible. Fewer wrinkles, improved elasticity, and a healthier glow within a few months. By adding collagen peptides to your morning coffee, you turn a simple habit into a powerful daily practice, one that supports strength, mobility, and vitality, helping you move through the day with less pain, more ease, and a renewed sense of well-being. With collagen coffee, you are not merely sipping a warm source of energy, you are actively rebuilding the very framework that keeps you moving, strong, and independent. Yet there is one more step that can take your morning ritual to an even higher level of nourishment and vitality. This is the best coffee choice of all, coffee with MCT oil and Ceylon cinnamon. When combined, these two ingredients create a potent anti-inflammatory, brain-enhancing blend, ideal for seniors who want to remain sharp, strong, and energized well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. MCT stands for medium-chain triglycerides, a type of healthy fat most often derived from coconut oil. Unlike regular fats, MCTs bypass the slower digestive process and travel directly to the liver, where they are converted into ketones, an alternative energy source for both brain and muscle. This becomes increasingly important with age because the brain's ability to use glucose, its primary fuel, naturally declines over time. This slowdown is linked to brain fog, slower recall, and even the early stages of cognitive decline. Ketones, however, bypass this limitation, delivering clean, efficient energy directly to brain cells. The benefits are backed by research. In 2021, a study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience showed that seniors who incorporated MCT oil into their diet improved working memory and cognitive flexibility by 31% in just 8 weeks. Beyond the brain, MCT oil helps stabilize blood sugar, reducing post-meal energy crashes. It encourages the body to burn fat rather than muscle, which is crucial in preventing sarcopenia, and it supports steady energy without the jittery spike that caffeine alone can cause. Ceylon cinnamon, or often called true cinnamon, adds its own remarkable qualities. Unlike the more common cassia cinnamon, which contains higher levels of coumarin, a compound that can be harmful to the liver in large amounts, Ceylon cinnamon is softer in flavor, sweeter, and safer for daily use. It is rich in cinnamaldehyde, a compound shown to improve insulin sensitivity, helping the body use sugar more efficiently. It also enhances circulation by relaxing blood vessels and reduces inflammation, a key factor in heart disease and joint pain. A 2022 meta-analysis in diabetes research and clinical practice confirmed that daily intake of Ceylon cinnamon lowered fasting blood sugar by 18 milligrams per deciliter and reduced triglycerides by up to 30% in older adults. To prepare this powerful drink at home, brew your favorite medium roast coffee using filtered water, avoiding unfiltered French press methods to protect heart health. Add 1 teaspoon of MCT oil and stir in half a teaspoon of ground Ceylon cinnamon. For a smooth, latte-like texture, blend for 20 seconds or simply stir vigorously if you prefer a more straightforward approach. For maximum benefit, enjoy this coffee first thing in the morning before eating. Drinking it on an empty stomach maximizes ketone production, fueling mental clarity and supporting fat metabolism for hours. Many seniors report feeling sharper and more focused within half an hour, enjoying steady energy until lunchtime, and noticing less joint stiffness after several weeks of daily use. In the end, coffee with MCT oil and Ceylon cinnamon is far more than a morning beverage. It is a functional health tool. It fuels the brain, protects the heart, stabilizes blood sugar, and supports muscle maintenance in a single cup. If you seek one small change with profound, lasting benefits, let this be the cup that begins tomorrow's day. By now, it is clear, not all coffee is created equal. Some varieties, especially the 4 worst we have discussed, can quietly erode heart health, cloud memory, and sap energy, even after years of drinking them without question. Yet there is good news. With small, intentional changes, choosing organic Arabica, brewing a gentle cold brew, adding collagen peptides, or enhancing your cup with MCT oil and Ceylon cinnamon, you can transform coffee from a potential risk into one of your most powerful daily health rituals. For those over 60, coffee is no longer just about waking up. It can be a steady ally in sharpening the mind, preserving muscle strength, and protecting the heart and brain, helping you move through each stage of life with greater clarity, mobility, and confidence. So tomorrow morning, pause for a moment before you take that first sip. Look into your cup and ask, is this coffee working for me or against me? The choice is yours, and the change is far simpler than it may seem. Your health is not determined by grand gestures alone, but by small, consistent acts that support the body day after day. Sometimes it begins with something as simple as brewing a better cup of coffee, one that sustains your strength, nourishes your mind, and honors the years you have lived. Your health is in your hands, and often the journey to living stronger and longer begins with that one mindful choice you make each morning.